Hello and happy Friday the 13th. That's totally why I'm making this video. I'm Max, I'm the creator behind Eat the Rich Art, and if you've seen any of my videos, you know that I love a spooky little guy, a weird little dude, because I am a spooky little guy and a weird little dude. I'm just gonna immediately preface this video if I sound bunged up, or I'm breathing heavily, or I sound like Darth Vader, or there's a weird cut because I've had a coughing fit. I'm sorry. I'm still ill. My immune system is not processing whatever bacteria has thingied. The only reason I have any energy right now is because I have had 3 cups of tea in the past hour. So I'm high on the caffeine and I'm taking that opportunity to film this before I hit the crash again. So, with it being Friday the 13th, let's get down into it. I need to restock my table for markets, but I'm out of a lot of my bigger things. I've mainly got like my mini buddies, and I think the biggest thing I've got on my table at the minute is my one jumbo reindeer. But if we don't count the jumbo plushies that I struggle to sell, the biggest thing I've got is my pumpkin bear. So I thought I'd take the opportunity, with it being Friday the 13th, to make some weird little dudes, some spooky little guys, and restock the table a bit. I have one small handicap, and that is that I thought of this idea after I did my last yarn order, so I've not ordered much orange and red. So I don't know if I'll be able to do anything pumpkin themed. I'm not entirely sure if I've got enough red to do a devil bear, but they are on the list. My things I think I'd like to make is I'd like to make another impling, maybe with a little Valentine's Day theme, I'm thinking. So maybe pink and red, or black and pink, or some combination of the above. So I'd like to make an impling. I'd like to make another little mossy gremlin guy, and maybe some rock golems to go with him. I'd like to make a pumpkin toddler, but that one again will heavily depend on how much orange I have left. And I would like to make a devil bear. That will depend on if I have enough yarn. There was something else I thought of that I'd love to do. Another Baphomet. I didn't enjoy the outcome last time with the Baphomet, but I think now that I've had more practice doing different patterns, I know what I need to do to make it look the way I want it to. So I'm gonna give him another go, I think. So that's the list. It's gonna be mostly big things. I will be checking in as and when I get stuff done. This will probably be like a few days video. If you've ever seen Cozy Corner, I don't know, Crochet Corner, Hayley from Crochet Corner 0114, I think it is. When she does her like theme challenge videos, she just pops on at like the end of each day and shows you what she's done for like a few days. So I'm probably gonna do that. Obviously with me still recovering from the plague, I will probably not be making as much as I usually would, just because I'm getting fatigued quite quickly and spending a lot of time napping at the minute. But hopefully I can get 3 or 4, hopefully maybe 5 things done for this video in the next few days. So yeah, I'm gonna go make some spooky guys and then I'll be back. Oh, the other thing I wanted to do was ghosts. There we go. So ghosts are also on the list. Hello, this is the day 1 check-in for my Friday the 13th video. So yesterday I thought I'd focus mainly on the things that I didn't think I had enough yarn for, with the logic of if I get them started and then run out of yarn, I can place a yarn order. If I get them started and don't run out of yarn, I've got 2 things done, 2 balls of yarn used, and out the way and out my stash, and then I'm not worrying about whether or not I'm allowed to use those colours on anything else to try and finish products. So, the good news, we won Yarn Chicken. So I'm counting both of those balls as done and used up for the sake of my stash tracker, because I'll just keep those bits for embroidery. And that means that we have a devil bear. This guy turned out a bit smaller than usual, and I don't know why. Like, he kind of looks like he's on a Zempic a little bit, and he's gone a little bit wonky in the head, and I forgot to put the eyes in before I sewed the head up, so he's got embroidered eyes. He's still cute, I just don't know what I did differently. Like, he's turned out quite small, because usually I think he's probably about 8 inches tall, and usually they turn out closer to the like 10 inches to a foot. Not sure, I must have tweaked it last time I did the pattern and just forgot that I did that. So there's guy 1, and then guy 2, little pumpkin dude. So this is Yarnsmith's chenille on the head, Parfait Chunky and Tan on the body, because I didn't have any of the Yarnsmiths in the light brown I usually use, and then apple green for the little stem and rust for the stalk in Yarnsmiths. So he is all done. We have 2 things to add to the stock list, and that is 2 of my weird little guys finished. I think today, because I'm gradually feeling a bit better, I'm gonna take a day to rest mostly, which means I'm gonna head back up to bed soon, just get myself comfy. So I think in order to facilitate me not having to come up and down the stairs too much, I'm gonna grab my grey and my green and do the guys that need to be mossy. So that will be the rock golems and the gremlin to top those up. And then obviously I'll take all of the eyes up, and I need to refill my stuffing bag because that's probably like just enough for the gremlin once it's all squished down. Yeah, there's not all that much in there right now. So top that up from the big bag, grab my grey and green and head to bed. So I'll see you tomorrow probably to let you know what I've done and the little mossy guys that I've made. Hello, it's like 3 PM because I forgot to film today. So I'm going to show you what I got up to yesterday, and then I'm going to show you what I've done so far this morning. So I started off yesterday with making this little guy. He only took me a couple of hours in the end. Lots of bits of moss. Did his horns in moss. He's got 1 mossy ear, 1 mossy little arm, bit of a mossy shoulder on this side, and then his little feet have a bit on. I've given him a belly button and a tail. This is the Pebble Crochet's gremlin pattern. The only change I make is that I don't make the massive ears, I just make these little ones. They're just quicker and easier. So that was that guy. And then I chilled out for a good chunk of the day after that. Had some stuff to get done. Bit of laundry, dishes, the boring stuff. So I didn't do much more after that until I went to bed. And then when I did go up to bed, I took the stuff I was already working with me. And I made these little guys. So I made 1, 2, 3, and then originally I was only going to make 3, but actually I'll tell you about that in a sec. Originally I was only going to make 3, but I had so little of the grey left that I thought, you know what, I'll just make 4. So this guy was actually the 3rd one I made, and then this was the 4th, which is why he's so much mossier, because I only had 8 grams of that one left of the grey. So if you look sort of closely with these two, you can see that the last one I made is actually like a couple of rounds shorter, just because I was running out. So I skipped around, as I tend to do when I'm running out of yarn, and that's what I did yesterday. So then this morning I watched Avatar with my partner, which was nice because he's really into Avatar. The Blue People one, not the Airbender one. So he's really into Avatar, but it's just never really been my thing. Like, I call it pretty without plot. My opinion has slightly changed this morning, having rewatched it and like actually paid attention to it and been in like a good frame of mind for watching it. There is plot. I will concede that point. I don't think it's a strong plot particularly. I think it's quite weak and there's a lot of filler, but yeah, it didn't need to be 3 hours. It was a good enough film. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed myself, but it didn't need to be 3 hours, is my new opinion. So while I was making that, I took a break from amigurumi so that I could really just focus. And then this afternoon, after we've watched that, because he's also ill at the minute, so we just had a cozy sofa morning. I have made a bit of a Baphomet. So now I just need to make all of the parts to sew onto him. I forgot how much sewing this pattern is. Yeah, I need to make a muzzle, all 4 limbs, ears and horns, and sew them all on. So that's 9 parts that need to be sewn onto this guy. But I'm doing him in purple and black because I thought that would be cute, and he looks evil. Well, right now he looks adorable, but he'll look evil when he's done. And that's where we're at so far. That means that the things that are left on the list are, help if I look to the right side of my to-do list, just the Baphomet and Nempling, and maybe some ghosts. And then I'm done with this video, which is nice. That means like space of what, 3 days? I think I've finished that entire to-do list. Not bad going. I don't think I'll get the impling done today because he's also a lot of parts. So if I've got some time left tonight after I've finished Baphomet, I will probably be working on ghosts, and then impling will be tomorrow's job. But yeah, not bad going at all, Batman. We have made 3 big items and 4 small items over the course of this video so far, and that will be 5 big items, 4 small items, and probably 2 medium by the end of it. Nice. So I'll see you once I've done Baphomet and the impling, probably. Right, hello, I'm checking in because it is the 5th, so we have 1 finished Baphomet. Then last night, once I'd done with Baphomet, I decided to make a ghost. So I made this one guy last night. I started on a second one, I finished him this morning, and then I thought, you know what, let's make 3, because they always go quite well. So 3 works for now, and I've used Parfait this time on them, so they've turned out just a little fluffier, which is quite nice. Worked out quite cute. And then that means that the only thing left on the to-do list for the Friday the 13th challenge of my weird little guys is an impling. So I've got his head done. I need to do his limbs, wings, horns, and then give him some eyelids. So I'm going for this, which I believe is either ballet pink or blush in Parfait, and then some black to pair with it. as you can see with the nose. I'm gonna go finish this guy up and see you in a bit. Hey, we are back and it's time to wrap this crazy thing up. So we have one finished impling. He has turned out huge. I don't know if I can keep the £18 price tag on him. I might have to up him to 24 maybe, but he's so big. This is the impling by Fiber Fables, link below. It's a free Instagram pattern, but I love him so much. And that is that guy finished, which means that I have some stats for you. So, to start with, we made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 plushies, which, with it being a Friday the 13th challenge, I probably should have made 13. I'll probably throw an extra rock golem in for funsies, or a ghost maybe, but we're finishing on 12 for now because I've started filming this and I don't feel like stopping filming and making another guy. Made 12 plushies. The other reason I don't want to make an extra plushie is because even though this was completely unplanned and out of my control, we've used 666 grams of yarn. Is it really a Friday the 13th challenge if you don't use 666 grams of yarn accidentally, on purpose, accidentally in the video? So that's how many grams we've used. And then the total value we've added to my stock bag is £132 over this challenge, which again, that's got that 13 in it. 13.2. It's worked out. It's all in the brain. Because it's the 13th of February, 13.2. Yeah, again, I really didn't do that on purpose. It's just the universe is telling me the challenge is finished now because the numbers are just nearly perfect. So that is £15 for this guy. This guy is also £15. This is the Gremlin by Pebble Crochets and the Pumpkin Toddler by Toby's Handcraft. The Devil Bear by Over My Dead Stitches is 12. Baphomet, I think it's Crochet Kitty Creations, is £12. Each individual rock golem by Handmade by Mikal is £6. Each individual ghost, these are adapted from Windrice's Crochet's Ghost Jellyfish pattern. I don't do the tentacles and I add an extra row under the arms and the body. So these are Windrice's Crochet's pattern. They are £12 each because they're a bit bigger than my normal ghosts. And then finally, the impling, I've added him on at 18 for now. So that adds up to 132 in total, but I might increase him. It depends. I think once I get him out on the table, and once I've got him next to the other guy that's 18, I'll make the decision then whether he needs to be a bit more than the other impling. But yeah, I'm so happy with him. He's got pink glitter disc eyes. And he's just gorgeous. I usually put 18mm eyes in this guy. This guy has 24mm. That's how I know it's bigger. But yeah, slightly wonky on the horns. They're all slightly wonky on the horns when I make them though. I don't know how to fix it. But that is fine. And that is everything I think I have to say and show you. Please let me know in the comments what you're doing this Friday the 13th. If there's any free tattoo thingies around you, because I know a lot of tattoo artists do Friday the 13th flash sales. Yeah, let me know which one of the makes was your favourite, which weird little guy is your favourite. And yeah, if you're doing anything for Valentine's Day, let me know. I'll be at a market. Still with my lovely partner, but I will be able to unlock it. And yeah, like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more, pop the notification bell on if you want YouTube to tell you when I've uploaded, because it doesn't always, and that's not helpful. Yeah, do I have anything else to say to you? If you like anything I've made in this video, it will be on my Ko-fi store. I need to update my Ko-fi store because I didn't after Christmas and I probably should have done. So yes, the Ko-fi store will be updated with all of these new things. Like, share, subscribe, comment, check out my store. And hype it. If you have the hype option, drop me some hype points, please. It does really help boost me in the algo, but I don't know if I have that option yet, because I've got a feeling you have to have 1,000 subscribers to get it. As is the case with a lot of this. Thank you very much for 60 subscribers, by the way. I hit that this morning. Welcome, new friends, and thank you for joining the journey. And I think that is everything I have to say. I'm sorry that the end of the video is always so rambly. But yeah, thank you again for watching and have a nice day.